Hey guys, it's Trav here from Huntston Optics again. We're here with Dennis. Dennis is from Little Jack Creek's Wild Game Harvesting. So we thought we'd take the quick opportunity while he's here today just to have a quick rundown on his remote setup in his truck. So it gives a clear indication of what we've been talking about all day. And it just gives you, I suppose, a physical setup on how he's setting up his truck to maximise a professional colour, which is his livelihood, on what he would do, so you can implement that into your same practices. So you were talking about inside, Dennis, how you're setting up the TQ50 just underneath your spotlights. Yeah, so if you just like to quickly explain, Dennis, how you're setting it up there at this point in time, we'd greatly appreciate it.
Yep, so I just mounted an arm off my blaze light, comes out, I just drilled a hole through the centre of it, quick release. It's not really quick release. No. So I screw my thermal down to TQ50, and then I make sure that the centre of the spotlight is lined up with the centre of the vision. So that way, if I have to turn my spotlight on, it's pointing in exactly the direction my thermal's pointing. And then on the back, I've mounted a little quick bracket so I can mount my battery pack, and then I just run the cable from there into the battery cap, and then just an elastic band around that to hold all neat in place.
So Dennis, just quickly, something you mentioned inside, is that where you're going to mount that new Eagle Eye quick release system that you talked about?
All I'll do is I'll mount the Picatinny rail to the bottom of this. I'll mount the Eagle Eye quick release mount to the top here, and then all I have to do is sit that on top, press one lever, and it's already pointed in the right direction at the right height. I'm not having to adjust it around like that, like I do at the moment with this little screw thing I've got.
And just to reference what I was saying before is that, Dennis is using a TQ50, but he's got the applicable ability to use anything down to a TE19, depending on your budget to get the distance. This all comes down to what you want to spend, how far you want to scan across the paddock to what you want to use. A TH35 for the everyday user would be quite sufficient to see what you need to see. Dennis being professional, he wants to see that further distance because it's his livelihood, it's his back pocket. So if we just quickly have a look at your mounts inside the cab, if we could.
So I'm running just an iPad, and on the back of my iPad, I've just ran a little magnetic mount, a couple steelies on my vents. That sits there, that's really, really secured. And then it's just Wi-Fi down to my tablet. And then, everything I see through my thermal, I'm watching through my tablet. And the best thing with this, I take my kids along, they can sit in the back, and they got their own tablets in the back, so I'm running 2 tablets sometimes for night time.
So just a quick one, do you have any issues with delay between directional to where the thermal's pointing down to your screen? Do you find it's nearly in real time?
There's no lag, there's no freezing with this, it's unbelievable. With the HIC Micro, with the new app they got, I get no delay at all.
Yeah, cool.
Left, right, up, down, nothing.
Yeah, and like the distance in and around your cab with the Wi-Fi, I think one of the questions came out was to strengthen the Wi-Fi. I think you might have mentioned it earlier throughout the day that you're impressed with the distance you can get from the unit on a tablet. You have kids in the back on separate units, or actually get a little bit away from the truck. But you would suffice that 10 metres would be plenty of sort of space.
Yeah, easy. Like sometimes, at home, if I'm not working, I'll set this up on a tripod on my front veranda, and then I'll sit inside the house and I'll Wi-Fi back to my tablet. I'll put the tablet next to my TV screen. As I'm watching TV, this is pointing into my paddock, and anything that walks past the front of my camera at the front of my house, I can see it on the thermal, grab the rifle, open the window up, and away you go.
Yeah, right there. There's a lot of feedback we've got, especially like I've noticed myself that it's nearly rear time, and that's been the biggest problem about setting up that secondary remote point, that you're so used to spotlighting and having that direct light for every hand movement that now you've actually got that in the screen. So better for word we're talking about for you. Your nighttime stalking has improved, like 300%.
Massively, yeah. And there's no lag, there's no delay. It's wherever my hand goes with the spotlight, I'm seeing that directly there.
Last question. Is it beer o'clock? It's been a long day. Thanks, guys. Thank you for the time, and hope to see you again soon.